Handover video on the Coachman Pastiche 575. So we'll start off at the front of the caravan. We have your jockey wheel handbrake fitted with a 13-pin plug for the side lights and the 12 volt on the fridge if your car is wired up correctly. Front here we have your Alco stabilizer. So toe wheel goes in, black handle down, stabilizer down to get it into place. Here you will see a red push button looking thing. When that green is up, to indicate that the toe bolt is in securely. To release, handbrake stabilizer up, black handle up, tow bar comes out. Here we have your gas locker fitted with a bulkhead regulator, two gas bottle holders. Round here we have the Audi flue for the Audi combi boiler. We have your water pump inlet, so pump goes into the bottom of the aqua roll, trigger lift up, nice and slot in there. If it does get stiff, you can put a bit of Vaseline, silicone sort of thing on it just so it goes in nice and freely. Here we have your battery locker, which obviously has storage for 110 amp battery, and your inlet for 230 mains. Have two waste outlets. We have your filler point for your toilet. And in here we have your toilet cassette, where you take your toilet cassette out to release any content inside of it. So now we will go inside the caravan, and above the door you have your master switch, which turns on obviously the power inside the caravan. You have lights, awning light, obviously you've got like a little voltmeter here to see how much power you've got in your battery. Here is your water pump, but before that is pressed, you will want to make sure that these two drain valves down here, one for hot, one for cold. It's only Coachman that has two, but they need to be in the flat horizontal position. When the pump is on, you open your tap, pump will start running, and you obviously get a flow of water out the taps. Obviously, when you do come into the van, you'll need to run it for a bit to get all the air out in all three taps. You've got one in here, one in the, and two in the bathroom. Well, one in the bathroom, one in the shower. When you're finished using it, the pump will cut out. Obviously, if it doesn't cut out, there's still too much air in the system and needs to be run a bit more. But like so, the pump has now stopped. So down here we have your Audi combi boiler. That is literally to the right hand side of your two drain valves. You have your Sergeant Alarm Stinger 310. You have your mover box, and also down here we have your consumer unit. So you've got your main RCD there and three MCBs for different appliances in the van, like sockets, boiler, heater, charger and fridge. Obviously when you do go into a new power supply, I would recommend you always press the test button just to make sure the RCD is working correctly. Also down here we have your fuses, obviously, and it even tells you at the bottom what they are for and how much ampage are in the fuses. But next of all we have your Audi control panel. So you click the on button there, like so. Click menu, you have the temperature you want it to be in the caravan. So we'll put it up to 30 degrees, that is the maximum you can go. For the shower, you turn it on, so it halfway on, or you've got boost. Here you've got the obviously how much kilowatt you want. So you've got 1 kilowatt, 2 kilowatt, or 3 kilowatt. Or you can have it on gas. Or you can have it on gas and electric working together. Obviously in this you have other settings as well, which you can find more information on the Audi website. Here we have your cooker and your hobs on the top. So obviously to light the hobs on the top, you will push that in, the igniter, like so. So you have obviously like a high flame or a low flame, and then off. Here on the left here you have an electrical hob, obviously 1 to 6, 1 being the lowest, 6 being the hottest. And same here for the grill. Hold that button in with the igniter. Difficult to do with one hand. But obviously that will light that. And then same with your oven. You hold that and that will obviously light the oven as well. Across the road from it you have the Thetford fridge. To hold on, you press the power button like so. Currently now it is on electric, but to change it you hold this button here to change the appliance and use the arrows to go on which source you want it to be on. So you've got battery, but battery will only work when connected to the car, and it will only maintain the temperature already in the fridge. And on gas, once you click on, say, gas for instance, the fridge will start ticking and it will connect itself to the gas. When it is lit, this will stay green and that will stay green. If it's not connected properly, this will be red and this will flash. To turn it off, you hold this button in again, 3 seconds, and it will turn off like so. Also fitted above that we have a microwave, which is, so on these you hold this eco button here and then you will hear a beep, and then obviously like a standard microwave to use. So back here we have the Thetford toilet. So to use the flush, press that button there. That will squirt fluid into the toilet, and then to release into the toilet cassette you move the handle to the right. That gets all of the waste into the cassette, and to close it, like so. That will need to be closed for the toilet cassette to be able to come out. Shower there. And that down there is also part of the alarm. And you also have an alarm fob. So to set it, you press, that sets the alarm, and obviously that is a PIR, and that obviously senses you into the van, and obviously if one senses movement it will go off. To disalarm it, you press it again and it will beep twice, and that is it disarmed. On this van you also have a mover. So to engage the mover, you will grab the bar, put it on like so, and you will push it up 180 degrees until that goes onto the mover, the wheel, sorry. Once it's engaged on this side, it should also engage onto this side. Once it's engaged to the wheels, you can now release the handbrake. To then activate the mover, because it has no switch on it, you press this up like so till that light goes solid, and now you are connected to the controller. So you've got forward, backwards, front to offside, sorry, offside to front, like so. To then disengage the mover, you turn that off on the controller first, handbrake up, and then to release the motor off the wheel, you pull the bar towards the front of the van, like so, and bar off, and it disengages to the wheel.